Just this morning, I had a female friend ask me, being a parent now, you're a parent. I'm a parent of three girls, 20, 14, and 9. And she said, being a parent now, could you understand your mother's struggle? Could you understand her now? I answered that question quick. I said no. I said no, I don't. I don't understand her. She didn't know any better. Okay, I will preface and say that. And a lot of these women today don't know any better. They're taught about glorifying single motherhood. They're taught to be proud to be independent. They're taught to be a strong black woman. They're taught I don't need a man. They're taught these things. It's just implied in everyday living. You see? And I tell people this. Even though I love my mother, I can damn well point out flaws and inconsistencies in my mother in the way in which she raised me.
I've been taught all my life to give mom praise for doing quote unquote the best that she could. Mm-hmm. Now I understand that she could have done better. Yeah. She could have done better from jump by not getting pregnant by my quote unquote deadbeat daddy. Yeah. She could have done better from jump by not doing all the different things that she did to traumatize us, to take out her trauma on us. So this idea that we continue to push of like women are benevolent and they're always just doing the best that they can, that goes for men too, but that's not part of his narrative. Mm-hmm. It's not part of his narrative that he was touched when he was 8, and that's why he ended up being a man whore. Mm-hmm. He was touched by a 21-year-old woman. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, okay, I want our community to improve. Mm-hmm. This and this and this and this and this is what I think the male delegation needs to do. This and this and this is what I think the female delegation needs to do. And these are all the ways that each delegation. What's
going on, people? It's your boy Dutch, the creator here. Wanted to start off with a cold open there to just get you guys in the mood of what we're going to be talking about today. I appreciate you guys clicking that video. This man says some real stuff. And, it's ironic because just this morning, I had a female friend ask me, being a parent now, you're a parent. I'm a parent of 3 girls, 20, 14, and 9. And she said, being a parent now, could you understand your mother's struggle? Could you understand her now? Because I was in poverty. I grew up in poverty. I grew up in Washington, D.C., Northeast. Y'all see, 1280 was the apartment number that I had in D.C. My mother's apartment number. 1280 Rum Street, apartment 204 on Trinidad Avenue. And I answered that question quick. I said no. I said no, I don't understand her, And I want to preface what I'm about to say with this. I love my mother dearly. She did what she had to do to raise me and my 2 brothers. And she herself was a victim of policies, certain things, lack of resources to the black community by the Democratic Party and liberal ideology. She didn't know any better, okay? I will preface and say that. And a lot of these women today don't know any better. They're taught about glorifying single motherhood. They're taught to be proud to be independent. They're taught to be a strong black woman. They're taught, I don't need a man. They're taught these things. It's just implied in everyday living, you see? And I tell people this. Even though I love my mother, I can damn well point out flaws and inconsistencies in my mother in the way in which she raised me. My mother had 3 baby fathers, you know. 2 of those baby fathers were from the same hood. One was from another hood. And myself, me, my name alone tells the story of what my mother did, the decisions that she made in the 80s. You see? My father was never her boyfriend. He was a side dude. She gave me the main guy's whole name. You see? When I talk about decision making on this channel, I talk about it from personal experience. One decision made me a person who has another man's name that's not my name, my family's name. My father is named something totally different. And y'all see this right here? I don't know if you see it in my background. It's a picture of me and when my father was in prison because he sold a lot of drugs back in the day. And when he was in prison, my mother wrote him this letter here. You see? Getting real intimate with you guys today. Wrote him this letter. This letter is this letter is 40 years old. I'm about to be 40. And in this letter, y'all see? In this letter, my mother basically is telling my father that I am his, when she told him I'm not. And my father made this in prison out of cigarette packs, sent it to my grandmother, his mother, and told his mother, my grandmother, to give me that when I was of age. So I can understand that it wasn't him, you know? It wasn't him that did this. And I'm glad he did, because I did resent him for a second. And my mother never wanted to talk about what she did until her last days. And, you know, that's why I love my mother right now, because her last days, she told me she was proud of me first. I never thought I was going to get that from my mother. I was supposed to be the child that didn't make it, the stupid child. I stayed back in 3rd grade. I was supposed to be living with her in her basement or whatever for the rest of my life, but I surprised everybody, I guess, by becoming a successful young black man. But she finally talked to me about that. She never wanted to talk to me about it. And she said she was sorry. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. And most single mothers don't give that to their children. We in the black community supposed to praise our mother no matter what she does. When Eminem came out with a track, offing his mother on the track, we looked at him as crazy. We looked at Eminem like he was crazy, not even asking why he would do that. Later on, we found out why he did it. But we jumped to, that's your mother. Why would you do that? You don't know what that lady did to that boy. You see? But we jumped to conclusions. But as far as your father goes, as soon as he not paid child support for a couple of payments, he's getting criticized. He's getting criticized. And again, you're not even trying to understand why he couldn't pay his child support. You see? Y'all start thinking about what's being dealt our way by this Democratic Party, leftist ideology, and liberal ideology as well. They want us down here. They want to keep us down here. And the best way to do it is take the man out the house, divide, make the woman feel superior over that man. And now you have the current black community. Y'all go down in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Stay unplugged from false narratives. I just gave you guys a little bit into why I do what I do. Appreciate you guys. Be safe.